Hey guys. Sorry, I didn't even I was like a little bit out of it. What's going on, everybody? This is your daily astrology live chat that doesn't necessarily happen daily, but as often as I can come on. What's up? What we're going to do is we're going to discuss astrology. We're going to discuss what's going on in astrology. Now, every single day won't have something phenomenal happening, and that's true, but there's always something to talk about, right? And we'll figure it out. If okay, so if for those of you who've never been here before, my name is Michelle, and this is Astrology Motivation by Born Without Boundaries. That's where Born Without Boundaries is my premier channel, and that's where I do all of my zodiac readings every single. I'm sorry, that's where I do all of my tarot card readings every single week. So this is where I focus on astrology, and where what you'll find here is these daily live chats. If you're a subscriber, please remember to subscribe. You can join the live chat. You can chit chat with me live. If you want to become a member of the channel, then not only can you chit chat with me live, you can ask me personal astrology questions. Or if you want me to pull some tarot cards for you, I always have them with me. So I will do that too, but only for members. So think about that. And yeah, you'll find content like this, and you'll also find weekly astrology week ahead forecasts. So every single week, that's what I'll be doing now is by zodiac sign, I'll be breaking down what you can expect based on astrology, what you can expect for the week ahead. And that's what will be happening over here. So here we are, just waiting for some people to get on, but I'm going to move forward with we had a lot of people on the other day. I hope people are getting the notifications. The problem is this, I'll tell you right now. The problem is this, because I do 3 videos a week now, 3 videos a day now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You may not get the notifications. So it gets a little wonky with notifications. The system doesn't do that well. So I don't know if it's going to work over here, but we'll see. People usually need to be notified of the live chat, just an FYI. But I hope somebody out there is watching. I'm gonna rely on the fact that they are. Let's put it that way. And then we're gonna sit with the astrology wheel and say, what's going on today? I am very exhausted. I'm very tired. Why? I've been up since 4 a.m., could not sleep. So I was working on the channel and all different things. What is the astrology doing? Well, it's heavily packed in Pisces. So it kind of makes sense why I'd be so kind of not. Yeah, well, I am physically tired. It has nothing to do with Pisces, actually. But it would have to do with being dreamy, like having the days feel like they're moving a little bit slower, and maybe feeling like it's easier for you to get distracted. And the truth is, with all this energy in Pisces, it's not actually distraction. It's just trying to get you focused on other things, the things outside of the norm, outside of your routine, those things that haven't been defined yet. And dreams are only distractions if you do nothing with them. FYI, let me say that again. Dreams are only distractions if you do nothing with them. This could be a phenomenal time for creating and trusting your mind, allowing your mind to run free, allowing your mind to take you to places that, I've never been there before. I've never thought about that before. And it could all be very, very beautiful for you. So definitely, I would say allow yourself to dream. What energy astrologically is in Pisces? Saturn just dropped into Pisces. We've been talking about that a lot. Mercury is still in Pisces at 10 degrees Pisces. The sun is still around 18 degrees Pisces, and Neptune is at 24 degrees Pisces. So we've got a heavy stock of energy in Pisces. And Pisces is that realm of the mystery before something is born. It's almost like the womb. I'm going to say that. It is almost like the womb. It's the place things go to be and to not be judged and to be unbound. There are no boundaries in Pisces energy. There are no laws, rules, or regulations, but there's also kind of no hate, right? There's no preconceptions, expectations, or disappointments. There's just the infinite. And it's hard for us to fathom because in the human world, that's not how we are, right? We require and depend upon boundaries. And that's what Saturn is. And Saturn is now visiting Pisces. So there's going to be boundaries applied to these beautiful dreams. And it may not be boundaries so much as some sort of structure that can now be applied to all of this beautiful energy of dreaming, this beautiful dreaming energy, which means dreams coming true, dreams manifesting into reality. They only do that through hard work and dedication. And with Saturn there, that's a really good thing to happen. We have Mercury in Pisces, which is, it's very distractible. Mercury is not comfortable in Pisces. It's actually at its fall position because it's no, it's not in a fall position. It's in its detriment because because Mercury rules Virgo, and Pisces is the opposite sign from Virgo. So it's in its detriment here. What does that mean? It means that it's most vulnerable here. It doesn't know itself. It's a stranger in a strange land. So it may not have as strong an impact, but it can stand to get the most growth because everything is new to it and everything is different. And when we're vulnerable, we're least judgmental, right? We're least critical. When we're vulnerable, we tend to be more willing to try things because we need something to belong to. We need something to apply ourselves to. And so Mercury in Pisces tries to trust in its intuition. That's where communication will come from. There will also be a lot of dreams. If you've been dreaming more, Mercury is in Pisces. It's talking, it's trying to talk and communicate in Pisces language, which is intuition. It's not necessarily emotion, it's intuition, it's psyche, it's psychic energy, it's connection with the ether, it's sort of the crown chakra, this sense of things you've never thought of before, bigger than you've ever imagined, because this is beyond the imagination. And Mercury is trying to communicate in that realm. The only way you can do that is vibration. So Mercury and Pisces is a very musical combination. So vibrations and sound are, I think, a big inspiration at this time. This is a wonderful. This is when you will be called to music, or maybe become very musical and find yourself composing a lot. Let me see if I can pop this chat out to see if people are trying to talk to me and I can't see them. So yeah, think about it like that, because it is a very musical energy. And very, like I said, Mercury will communicate through intuition and feeling not as in emotion feeling, but feeling as in picking up on vibes, that kind of energy. It's not its strong point, but I say if it is your strong point, you're going to get a boost of articulation and a boost of clarity now that Mercury is there. We have the sun there, which always brings creativity. I think the sun in Pisces is one of the most creative energies possible. When you're born with your sun in Pisces, you don't have any limitations. You kind of believe your dreams so much that you can't help but manifest them because they're already real for you. And so Pisces, sun in Pisces, is great manifestation energy, very creative energy. The fact that Mercury is here too now, the fact that Saturn is here too, means Pisces, you could basically do anything at this point. You are capable of actually structuring your dreams, articulating your dreams, and having the courage to push them forward. This is a very creative time for you, and I want you to please use it. Use that creativity. The sun today is at 18 degrees Pisces, and Neptune is at 24 degrees Pisces, which has been for a while. By the end of this week, I think Neptune will be at 25 degrees. Yeah. But what's more important is today. Let's focus on today. Right now, they're not conjunct. They will be conjunct by tomorrow. That means basically the sun and Neptune will sort of combine energies and become like, I was going to say the Voltron. They'll kind of become the Voltron of planets. It's like when planets start to conjunct, that's what they do. They build a Voltron, and they can do something that neither of them can do by themselves, and both of them together form something bigger. It doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It's neither good nor bad. It just depends on how you use it. Voltron in the hands of the enemy would not be such a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately today, Neptune still is standing by itself. It is, what's up, Sharita? Good morning. I am great. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Fellow Cancerian, God bless you. I start a new job tomorrow, not sure why I'm having mixed feelings. Also, I am trying to, well, listen, I'm sending out my love to you. I have faith that you're going to rock it. I think change is very difficult. What's up, Sid's dad? How you doing? Um, I think, listen, I think it's natural to, have mixed feelings, and remember, a job is a job is a job. So it doesn't define you. It doesn't limit you. And let me say this to you, if it doesn't work out, there's going to be another job out there. So go into this job thinking of it as an adventure as much as you can. I think it's jittery. Jitters are probably, um um to get a house. I found the one I want. Do you think I will get it? I hope you will get it. I really, really do. I absolutely will. We'll cross our fingers for you. I'll pray for you. Absolutely. I'm sending you out positive vibes. 100%. 100%. I'm sending you out positive vibes. If you want tarot cards picked for you, or you want me to discuss your personal chart, specifically answer questions for you guys, like I said in the beginning of the reading, I will do that for members of this channel only. So channel members, 100%, I will answer those questions. If not, it's just a regular chit chat, and like it always has been as I read the chart. I'm gonna send out positive vibes for you, and I'm gonna say that I know that you're nervous because there's a lot in your life going on that you really care about, but ultimately, objectively, it feels good. Progress can be made in this energy. Let's dig a little bit into the chart. So we have Neptune here, and Neptune is in Pisces. It's in its comfort zone. It's in its home. A lot of times in our home, we get really sloppy. We get a little bit too lackadaisical. And Neptune in Pisces is total dreams. It's complete and total, like amorphous, ambiguous. It's very much scattered. Right, the ultimate impossibility. So it's really kind of hard to describe, but I can say when the sun conjuncts it, I will tell you this right now. It is very creative. It is very creative. And it's like courage combined with I have no limitations, and anything is possible, to really believe in what you can't touch. And that takes a lot of courage, right? And if we've been taking risks like that lately, it's because, that's sort of what the energy is guiding us toward. Because when this energy all bundles up in Pisces, it's almost like the cosmos wants us to make new things. It wants us to birth new things and new ideas. What's up, Stephanie? Hello, hello. Nice, 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 nice. Really tough, feeling kind of hopeless in the moment and very much wanting to just check out. I am going to pray for you. Oh my God. I hope that it gets better for you. I can tell you through personal experience, all of the most difficult times always get better. In fact, I was listening to a conversation with Tom Hanks and a bunch of other actors and celebrities, but he said, I wish I had heard this sooner. This too shall pass. And it's an old saying. Tom Hanks didn't invent that, but but he said, in terms of I wish I had known this too shall pass, the bad times will pass, but so will the good times. Nothing stays. There's an ebb and flow to life. So I think sometimes the bad times, we take it so personally because we're comparing it to, but shouldn't life be always good? I always want to feel that way. But that's not how life is. And so once you take that expectation off, it'll actually lessen a lot of your stress and kind of say, this is a really rough patch I'm going through, but it's not going to last. It's not going to last. This too shall pass, just like those days of happiness pass, this will pass too. Everything keeps going in motion. What's up, Teresa? Hello, hello, hello to all of you. Hello to all of you. Oh, this is really interesting. What is this? What is this? This is the live chat. I made it pop out. Restore. Yay. I don't know. Now it's not behaving. Hello. All right. It's like I can't see the live chat now. Okay, there it is. Just trying to restore it. Just trying to restore it. Hello to you guys. What's up, everybody who just joined? Hey, Samuel. What's up? One of your Scorpio viewers. God bless you. Thank you so much. My Scorpio viewers are my biggest fans. You guys are awesome. Never caught a live before. Always looking forward to your reading Oh, you rock. Thank you so much. Thank you for making me smile. Mrs. FMK, hello. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. We're sending out hugs and love and love and love. We have a lot of big decisions and changes coming up. I am hoping we are making the right decisions. You just trust your heart. You trust your heart, not your feelings. Your feelings are not your heart. Your heart is God's radio inside of you. It's God's announcement system inside of you. So if you follow that, you'll never go wrong. Too often people confuse their emotions, which is actually, I mean, to be honest, emotions are the shit and piss of your psychological body, and your psychic body and your spiritual body. That's what they are. Emotions just have to be expelled. They have to get out. That's all they are. And it's very important to feel. It's very important to get them out. Just like think of if you held in your poop for 20 years, you'd be dead, but so don't confuse, but that's all emotions are. Emotions are just needing to the process. They're sort of the metabolism of the spiritual self. They just have to be felt and get out, and don't give so much meaning to them. But it's what your heart says. Your heart is completely different. Your heart is God's voice inside of you. And so if you listen to that, you will always be headed in the right direction. Always. What's up, Kylie? What's up, Gemini, Sun and Moon rising here? Couldn't be any more Gemini. Tell me something good for Gemini, please. Gemini's actually coming out tomorrow. The reading. So I'll be doing the reading, Gemini reading tonight. So take a look. Come back tomorrow and you'll get your full breakdown. If you want to know up through today what's happening for Gemini, then check out the video that I have posted. It's already up. You can already find out all that information, and I go in detail. So Gemini, Mars is still in Gemini. I will say this to you. Mars is still in Gemini at the end of Gemini, 22 degrees Gemini. Venus is sextile to it. It's here today. I was getting to it. So Venus and Mars are sextile. They're pretty much sextile for the rest of this week. And Venus and Mars sextile means there's a lot of opportunity for hanky-panky. There's a lot of opportunity for loving, Mr. Lover. Depending on how it's impacting your chart. And as a Gemini, it could very well be that Mars is conjunct to your natal sun, wherever your natal sun is. And so that would be a very romantic, very attractive, feeling very attractive, being very attractive, like going out and going out and getting somebody, or if you're in a relationship, this is a very sexy time. This is a very sexy time. So that's what's going on with Gemini. And of course, since Venus is in Aries, very sexy time for you. Expect to be hit on a great deal, because Venus brings attractiveness, right? She brings value. She brings beauty. So especially for Aries, I think this is a very Aries, especially if you're born toward the latter of Aries season, this is a very attractive period for you. This is when Venus comes to visit and she conjuncts your natal sun, it makes you extra attractive. But when it's also sextile to Mars, it makes you attractive to who you want to be attractive to. And it just puts the flame in the fire, and it's like, get in the action. So that would be Aries. Also going on in Aries is we still have today the Jupiter Chiron conjunction. We will have that through April. That's a tough conjunction, to be honest with you, because there's so much potential for it to go really, really, really beautifully, or really, really, really badly. Like, it's extreme. Chiron is the teacher, the great teacher who teaches through suffering, or basically the lessons you've learned through the suffering that you've been through the painful experiences that you've been through. And so, when you talk to me about, Miss FMK, when you say I'm going through a rough patch right now, it's also, you're very lucky that you're going through it now. I'm not saying you're lucky for what happened to you, but it's fortunate that right now Chiron is conjunct to Jupiter, because anybody who's going through a tough time right now, this is actually a time that's designed to train you, to prepare you for a great deal of fortune and a great deal of expansion and a great deal of growth. You're almost guaranteed that even though this may be the shittiest time of your life, it's going to be also one of the most productive times and the most valuable lessons that you could ever learn, that you will be able to apply for growth and expansion in the future. So, and that future could be after April, after they start to separate and Jupiter starts to move on. So ultimately, I would say don't give up, because this conjunction actually makes it possible for some of the most necessary knowledge to come out of these shitty times. And so you're legitimately in training camp right now for your greatness. You just don't know it. But with a Jupiter conjunct Chiron, you definitely are. And then you have little Miss Venus, who has separated from them, and she's visiting everybody at the end of Aries season, and y'all guys are going to be all beautiful and all kinds of attractive. We have Uranus still sitting split in the middle of Taurus. It's going to be where it's going to be. The North Node is in Taurus as well. Toward the end of Taurus, it's actually the North and South Node, I think it's in May, are going to switch signs. So it's that 18-month switcheroo that they're going to make. The North Node is about to go into Aries, and holy crap, that's going to be a lot. And then the South Node is going to go into Libra, and that's going to be interesting. We definitely have some powerful energy going on there. That's going to be May, though. And then Gemini. Mars is in Gemini, and it's at 22 degrees Gemini, and it's square. It's square to the Sun and Neptune. Yep, it's square to both of them. But it's sextile to Venus. So ultimately, within your romantic relationships, Gemini, you actually might be you're hot and bothered, and there's a lot of maybe dating and flirtation, and you're attracted to somebody going on. But with those squares to the Sun and Neptune, it also means you could be very easily deceived. It's like the light of the moment is in your eyes, and you're not making the best decisions. FYI. So there you go. There's the astrology of the day, and it'll remain. I don't think there's any major shifts in the next couple of days. It'll remain there. But the Sun keeps moving toward Neptune, and hold on. Yeah, by tomorrow there'll be a conjunction there, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. And then Venus keeps moving on, and then by Friday the conjunction between Jupiter and Chiron will be very powerful, because it will be perfect. It will be at 14 degrees. But let's keep going. Actually, by the end of the week, there's going to be a Mercury Sun Neptune conjunction. Whew! Whew! And then let me say this to you. Then you're going to be in real trouble, Gemini. We're going to get into it in your reading. We're going to get into it. Let's stick to the day. Let's stick to the day, shall we? So, thank you so much, Kylie. God bless you for that. I don't give classes. I don't feel comfortable doing that yet. Maybe one day down the road when I feel comfortable, sure, that's a possibility. I was thinking of giving a tarot class, or creating a tarot class that I hope would be of value to people. I got to start recording that. I don't really know how I'm going to do it. I'm not the best video maker. I gotta say that, but I will try. Hope that makes sense. When my Scorpio ascendant, Leo sun, what decan applies most when I watch Scorpio? Actually, it's that decan doesn't have anything to do with your ascendant. It has nothing to do with your ascendant, unless you're talking about the decan that your ascendant is in. So, George, I would go to your natal chart and just look. I don't have your natal chart anymore. I get rid of all your personal information after we do readings. We do private readings. So that kind of protects your privacy a little bit. So I would say look at your natal chart and find out where your sun is, what degree your sun is in Scorpio, and what degree your ascendant is in Leo. That will tell you what decant it is. If any placement is between 0 and 10 degrees, it's in the first decant. If any placement is between 10 and 20 degrees, it's in the second decant. And if any placement is between 20 and 30 degrees, it is in the third decant. So if you go to your natal chart and you find that your Scorpio sun is sitting at 22 degrees Scorpio, your sun is your sun is in the third decant. If you find that your ascendant is at 2 degrees Leo, then your sun is in your ascendant is in the first decant of Leo. So it just depends on which degrees it's in. Yeah. You'll be able to find that because every natal chart that I know, and you can get them for free online. So every natal chart that I know will tell you the degree that it's on. And then you'll know which decant you're in so that maybe you can understand. I don't know if you've been getting confused with the readings. It's a little bit hard. I will say that the readings are a little bit advanced. Like all the mumbo jumbo that I talk about, right, is very astrological talk. And then I break it down, like what does it mean and how it will impact you. So I hope that still can be something that you guys can use, right, and find effective or helpful for your day. You're welcome, God. You're welcome, Sid's dad. You're welcome. Yeah, so that's what I mean when I talk about it. And it's important to talk about decants, important to talk about degrees. I don't do horoscopes. I've done them. I absolutely have done them. I know how to do them. And as soon as I was learning how to do them, I'm like, how does anybody read these? These are a bunch of bullshit. Astrologically speaking, I can't believe that an astrologer invented this because an astrologer would know that they're just absolutely inaccurate. So horoscopes, I've talked to I've talked to you guys about this before. Horoscopes are based on the ascendant. They're based on the first house position, but they speak to the sun position. And the sun, it's only 1/12 of a chance that the sun is going to be the same sign as the ascendant. So horoscopes would only be, if you're a Leo and you're looking at Leo horoscopes, there's only 1/12 of a possibility that's actually going to pertain to your life. If you know that you have a Leo ascendant, go ahead and read the horoscope because that's actually who it's made for, but it's advertised to the sun sign. And it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid because when they're talking to the Leo, they're like, Leo, your natural second house is in Virgo. Only if you're a Leo ascendant. Your Leo sun could be in your 10th house, could be in your 4th house. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't make any sense. And I can't believe so many astrologers partake in horoscopes because they're so astrologically inaccurate. It doesn't make any sense. And when I was learning them, I was like, why doesn't this make sense to me? And then I realized it's because, this is all based on first house position. It's all based on ascendant. But that's not the sun sign. So why are you talking to Leo suns? Why are you saying this is for, if your birthday is between July 21st and this is your horoscope? That's your sun sign. So you're advertising it, you're speaking to Leo suns, but you're really doing the astrology for Leo risings. So only if your Leo sun is in the first house would that have any accuracy at all. So horoscopes, I have to say, are just bullshit. They're just absolute bullshit. And so I don't do horoscopes. That's why I break it down into the decants of where your natal sun would be. And I tell you how your natal sun is aspecting other planets of the current chart. It's as close to a personal reading as I can do for you without knowing you and seeing your actual chart. And of course, it's not a full personal reading because a full personal reading, I'd be able to tell you each of your planets and how they're aspecting other planets and what that would mean for your life. And I'd be able to see, and I do personal readings. You can go to my website, www.BornWithoutBoundariesTarot.com. And I don't have a lot of appointment slots because they're a lot. I do a lot of work. Don't have a lot of time for personal readings. but I do have them. So if you want one, go get one. But at least I will tell you what your sun is aspecting for each week, and so then you will know, because your sun sign is important. It's important. It's not all of you, but it colors every dynamic of your life. It impacts everything. So it's important to know what is aspecting your sun and what those aspects are. And that's what my week ahead astrology forecasts are based on. They are not horoscopes. FYI. FYI. Farmer's Almanac 1818. Yeah, old tradition. Okay, I mean, like, I don't, but the thing is this, I don't understand why the astrologer who started the tradition would have started it, because any real astrologer would know how astrologically, like everybody can call astrology hokum if they want, but at least we as astrologers have to stick to our own set of rules. And astrology has rules, it has measurements, it has geometry. So it doesn't make any sense why any astrologer who knew anything about astrology would ever have invented the horoscope, because an astrologer would have known that that is completely inaccurate. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. Unless your degree of accuracy is 1/12 of the time. That's why, I mean, like, I would always read my horoscope, and I would kind of feel like it was me. It would kind of feel, but it didn't make complete sense. It's like, horoscopes will say things based on the houses. They'll say things like, expect that there's going to be conflict, expect that there's going to be conflict in your workspace. How do you know that? Because the sun is square to Saturn? But what if Saturn is in Cancer and it's in your fourth house? It's like, then it's not going to be authority figures. You're not going to have problems with authority figures. Probably going to have a problem with whoever wears the pants in your family. And you would have to know somebody's house to tell them where that stuff is going to take place, what stage it's all going to take place on. That's why that they're just horribly inaccurate. And I don't understand why an astrologer would have invented it. It doesn't make much sense to me. Doesn't make much sense to me. And yet all the major media corporations, Mary Claire, Vogue, they all have horoscopes, and they shouldn't, because their horoscopes are from an astrologer. I am telling you, horoscopes are bullshit, because they are bad astrology. And you can't be an astrologer and partake in bad astrology. Just saying. Anyway, a little controversial, but that's okay. It would be so empty without me. I'm just saying. Just saying. So if you want to continue to read your horoscopes, go ahead, but don't read them for your sun sign. Read them for your ascendant. Then they will be accurate, or more accurate, because that's what they're really speaking to. That's what they're really talking to, your ascendant. The problem is they're not going to say things. They're not going to describe they're describing the aspects as if it were the sun. But your ascendant wouldn't interact with Venus the same way that your sun would. So your ascendant sextile Venus is not the same as your sun sextile Venus. It's not impacting you the same way. So there's another level that drives me crazy. There's another level of inaccuracy. So the placements are more accurate to the ascendant, but they're still talking as if it's the sun interacting or aspecting whatever that other planet. And ascendant sextile Venus, would be like this, like, sort of, you get opportunities because people you walk into the room, even if you have bedhead, and everybody thinks you're just gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? There's this sense of how people look at you, how people see you. There's an automatic sense of value if your ascendant is sextile to Venus. If your sun is sextile to Venus, it's more about your romantic inclinations and sort of you having courage to go after your take romantic opportunities, or like having the courage to change your look or want to be seen. So it's different. And then we don't even get a moon sign because the moon sextile would be totally different. So it's like the readings that I do are based on where the sun is located. That's why I separate things where the sun is located in the zodiac sign. I separate it into the 3 decans to get accurate, and it's based on the sun. It's not based on the ascendant. It's not like my tarot card readings. My tarot card readings channel the energy for each zodiac sign, the energies that are impacting them. So you apply it to where it works in your life. So it could be for ascendant, sun, or moon. But the astrology is far more accurate with what's actually going on. Here I am talking your head off. Like I hope you guys care. I hope you care. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. I hope that you enjoyed your little daily astrology dose of hopefully wisdom. And yeah, hopefully we'll talk tomorrow. We'll see how my schedule it is. I'll try to get on tomorrow. I'll definitely be on by like Friday or something. And like I said, if you want to become a member, and then you absolutely can ask any question you want that's personal online, and I will absolutely answer it. Even if you want to pick a few tarot cards for you, that's fine. The memberships are on the front page. You're welcome, Sid's dad. And if not, I hope we can just keep up this chit chat every single day. I really enjoy it. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, then you can participate in the live chat, and I will see you guys in the videos. So up today are Pisces, which has its own channel now. I'm trying to develop a better relationship with Pisces. So Pisces Tarot has its own channel now. It's Born Without Boundaries Pisces. So go check that out there. I'm kind of running an experiment to see how it works. So we're going to go there. That you can check out Pisces there, but it's still the same release day. So we have Pisces, Capricorn, and Aquarius. You are all up and ready. Scorpio and Libra, outstanding reading. Sagittarius is up. They're always up on Tuesday. And tomorrow you can expect Aries, you can expect Gemini, and you can expect Taurus. And there's a lot of hot and heavy happening, especially with Aries and Gemini. So they're going to be good. They're going to be juicy. I will see you guys tomorrow.